7'6", everything looks different. Pants are always too short. Shoes are impossible to find. And you're almost always taller than windows, doors, and ceilings. This is life for Montreal's Olivier Rioux. He's just 17 and the tallest teenager in the world. And yes, he plays basketball. He's played for Team Quebec, Team Canada, and is a student athlete at the IMG Academy in Florida. I caught up with Olivier in Montreal last summer. He draws attention everywhere we go.
Where is he?
Olivier.
Olivier.
7'6".
7'6".
7'6".
It's kind of funny. They think that you don't see them, but you do. You can see people like turning their head and it's just like, okay, it's whatever.
My son is a huge basketball fan.
You're gonna have to respond, be cool and be kind.
Oh, are you okay with it?
Yes.
Okay.
How much of your life has that been happening for?
Since I was 10,
Thank you.
How long has it been since you could walk into a store with your mom and dad and buy buy clothes off the rack?
to be honest,
Never?
almost never.
How much more growing might you do?
Honestly, I don't know. The doctor told me so it's 5, so.
He was off by a foot and 2 inches at least.
They said it's genetics, but yeah, we'll see.
How do you feel about that?
It's nice. But like, it's nature and it's whatever, but like sometimes it's too much.
When you think about being 7'6", do you think of it as a blessing or a curse or both?
Blessing.
A blessing.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear. Why do you say that, generally speaking?
You can use it for almost everything. You can use it for being famous, you can use it for basketball, you can use it for highest shelf in the kitchen or whatever. So, yeah.
It was Olivier who wanted to see his name in the Guinness Book of World Records.
This was your idea to contact Guinness?
I was 11 and dreaming about it.
You were dreaming about it at 11.
Yeah, kind of. I was like 11 and seeing that the guy who was in there was smaller than me.
How tall were you at 14?
7'4", and then I grew 7'5.5", and now I'm 7'6.5", almost 7'7".
Almost 7'7".
Being tall runs in the Rioux family. Olivier's mom is 6'1", his brother is 6'9", and his father, Jean-Francois, is 6'8".
Tell me your earliest memories of him.
He always has been tall. 3 months after he grew up, it's like he was double the size.
Growing so fast, people always thought Olivier should be acting older.
When he was 2 years old, they were thinking he was 3.5 or 4 years old. So how come your son don't talk so much? And so it was always like a challenge for him, I think.
Olivier was consistently put on teams of older children.
Since he started at 5, he was playing with kids that were 9 to 10 years old easily.
Before basketball, Olivier tried all kinds of sports.
I did soccer for summer. I did not work. I was goalie and I was just bored. And after that, I started basketball because of my brother who was playing.
And by the age of 12, he was invited to play in an international tournament in Spain.
So when he was 12, that's when the trajectory of his basketball journey really began to change.
Yep. I saw the competitivity of Olivier in that game. He made around easily 30 to 40 points that game.
And a video of this tournament went viral.
Yes.
That video captured over 1 million views and comments from NBA stars Steph Curry and David Robinson.
What impact does that have on you?
I was just a kid who was 12 years old and just became famous by that.
For people who don't know your son, what's he like?
Olivier is, I would say, he's very cool. He's like, he's just surfing around and chilling with people. He's very friendly. Every day in his life, he has to figure out that he's taller than everyone.
I want two things today. I want you to dunk. I want you to dunk it hard.
Terry Analu has been coaching Olivier since he was in grade school.
Keep it high. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it again. All right?
When did you meet Olivier?
I met Olivier when he was 11 years old. He was 6'10". The first thing that he asked me when he came in the gym is, "Coach, can I grab a basketball?" I was like, "Hey, for sure," you know? Well, when you were looking at him, you had the feeling that you were dealing with an adult.
Screen, pass.
But quickly, you could realize that, hey, he was just a kid in a giant body.
Very good, very good, very good. Let's do it again.
At Collège Saint-Jean-Vianney, a prep school outside of Montreal, Coach Terry still works with Olivier whenever he's home.
Good, get back, get back, get back.
Well, tell me about him on the basketball court as a 12-year-old.
His challenges always were this coordination. He had nice footwork around the basketball. He was able to protect the rim really, really well. And the skills that surprise us the most is his ability to facilitate for others. You know, pass the ball.
Tell me about him now. He's just, 16, turning 17.
Yes. I think that the biggest step that he took is physically, and obviously is confidence about the game.
That confidence hasn't come easily. Life head and shoulders above your peers can get lonely. Playing on older teams has meant Olivier has had to grow up quickly. Even on the bus to games, he heads to the back and sits alone where he has more space. Given his extreme height, Olivier sometimes moves slower than his teammates. Running the court back and forth takes more energy. Some smaller, agile players can run circles around him. And while he can literally touch the rim without jumping, the ball first has to get to him.
If you look in the future in the next couple of years, what's that look like for him?
I think that Olivier has professional potential. In the NBA, that we don't know. That's going to depend on his development. We want him to love the game and not just playing the game of basketball because he's a tall kid.
There are only 6 players as tall as Olivier who have played in the NBA.
Tacko Fall is on the ball.
Tacko Fall is the most recent. He became a fan favorite in 2 seasons with the Boston Celtics, but now plays pro in China.
I was asking you about the players in the NBA who are 7'6" or taller. So names like Manute Bol, George Morrison, Sean Bradley. Do you know these players and their stories?
No. I think I do know a little bit of Manute Bol, but not much.
Just playing your game for now.
Yeah.
How much would it surprise you to hear that he told me he doesn't think about playing in the NBA very much, and he hasn't taken the time to look at other players who are his height or taller who have played?
This is no surprise at all. And to me, it's a good thing in the sense that he's focused on the process. I think Olivier is a kid that's focused on what he has to do every day. And I think that he's trying to create his own path, his own way.
That path has Olivier on an international stage, playing for Team Quebec and for Team Canada. But an invitation to play in Florida has American college scouts taking notice of this teen from Montreal.